This new Terraria class is one of the most unique classes I've ever seen. A class where you literally draw shapes around your enemies to do damage. This might be as good as the Terraria clicker class. Let's hop in game and check it out. We are here and I am hyped because we are checking out the newest Terraria class from this dope mod. I'm excited. I love me some new Terraria classes, especially when they're actually like fleshed out, fully expanded. And this mod even has a couple extra content mods that you can add with it that add even later game and post Moonlord stuff. Say if you're trying to play like a big mod pack, you play with Thorium, there's post Moonlord bosses, you play with Calamity. Well, guess what? Look at the damage on some of these weapons. But yeah, let's get to it. We are checking out the Capture Disc class. I'm excited. Let's grab a handful and let's dive right in. Now, I believe the main thing about this class is we are literally drawing shapes. It's not like capturing a Pokemon. No. It's not what they mean by capture, but look at this. We are literally drawing shapes. This reminds me of Paper Mario. There's that one special ability in Paper Mario that you use and you gotta like draw a circle around the enemies. There's probably some other games, but that's the one that comes to mind right away. Let's get to it. I just want to see it in action. We got a lot of weapons to look at here, so let's do it. Let's just hop straight into it. Now, my question is, can you just hit them straight up? No. So you actually have to draw circles, okay? And this wooden one is kind of hard to draw a circle with because it kind of vanishes pretty quickly. But look at this. If you get a nice little rhythm, hold up, nice little circular motion, you can get some circles quickly. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're going to the enchanted one. Oh my god, this one's way faster, way smoother. Let's see it in action. Zombies. Oh, it even has a little noise that activates. I wonder what type of shapes I could draw. So it literally just any shape, but it just has to connect to the other side. So if I really wanted to, I could draw some balls and a shaft. We might have to do that later on with a better weapon. But yeah, here's the little thing. It says deals extra damage to enemies touching its trail. So this one actually has trail damage with it. Let me go ahead and put the game on normal. Trail damage. So if I just go like that, it takes damage by the trail. Go ahead, walk into it. Oh, there you go. Okay, so a little extra DPS on the side. We move on to this gem one. I'm very interested to see how this class kind of gets later on. Ooh, I like this one. It has little colors and stuff with it. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm very interested to see later on how this class is gonna work, because obviously just circling enemies all day, I mean, it's fun to me, but it might be boring to some other people. So I'm interested to see other abilities and stuff that come along with it. Look at this. Fighting enemies that fly might be a little bit hard, as we can see. You gotta be a little accurate. You gotta have a little accuracy. You kind of gotta tell where they're gonna go. I'm noticing sometimes it's a little inconsistent. I feel like I capture them in a circle sometimes and they don't take damage. We got the high test. I'm assuming a lot of these are fairly like similar, fairly the same until we get to the very later game ones. So that's why I'm moving very fast through some of these. Here's one. This one explodes. May explode if the end of its trail reaches the disc. So let's see. Oh, that's kind of sick. It's literally like a fuse and a bomb. My cursor is where the bomb is. Hold up, let's bring in some different enemies. Goblin Peon. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's got some knockback to it. And then let's see the regular circle attack. So this one's a little bit different. Say you want to do a little bit of crowd controlling. Well, I mean, this is a pretty decent crowd control weapon because I can literally just circle a whole group of enemies. I am interested to see how this would work on bosses. Can I do like little circles? Oh, so you can do little circles. Hold up. I'm pretty nasty at the circling. Look at this. And they hit him with a bomb. Boom. What do we got next? Dark Path. Enemies that touch its trail take damage, ignores a small amount of defense. Okay. Oh my god, look at this. This one is great for crowd control. Hold up, this might be the event killer, the invasion killer. Like goblins aren't gonna stand a chance. Any other event is not gonna stand a chance with the ones that do trail damage. We got the Tinker Disc. Must be charged in order to generate a trail. So you gotta hold your cursor still to charge it up. All right, let's see it. Oh, and then we can let it go. What happens if I just, you literally can't do anything if it's not charged up. Yeah, I like how they're getting way stronger, obviously way faster, and I could draw a way bigger circle. Look at this. Maybe now I can actually draw the balls in the shaft. Let's see. Boom, boom. That is terrible. That looks like an Among Us character. Let's try again. Oh yeah, we still have a lot to get through, so let's keep it going. We got this one. Art Attack. Deals extra damage to enemies not touching its trail. So wait, it just does more damage in the regular circle? I don't know how that works. Not touching its trail? This one's crazy fast. Wild Vine. Damage is not impeded by lack of line sight. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming we can't just like hide behind something and attack enemies because it does less damage if that's the case. Say I'm like over here and I try to attack the king slime, it's probably gonna do less damage. So line of sight allows you to do more damage unless you're using this one specifically where it doesn't even matter. We got the Party Popper. Releases damaging confetti each time a shape is completed. Let's do some squares. Well, the line is super skinny. We doing, oh look, I literally made the king slime. Wait, hold up. King slime. Now that looked like the big ass bean that's in Chicago. Sand liner, circle enemies. The disc can complete 3 shapes in quick succession. Yo, the triangle, circle, square. I could draw the biggest shaft. Wait, hold up. Balls. And then, oh my god. This might be the greatest class ever. Who doesn't want to draw shapes like these? Next up, we have the Bloodline. I'm not talking about WWE either. This one is fairly basic, just kind of gives us a temporarily life regen buff. Can't go wrong with some life regen. What about this one? Zaps near enemies. So it can zap enemies that are just near the trail. And does it do a zap when I circle enemies? Yeah, it kind of just zaps whatever is near it. That's kind of cool. I'm liking some of the little abilities that are coming with the weapons because there's honestly a decent amount of Terraria classes out there that kind of just don't have any creativity. Like they don't even be adding in stuff that just like little tiny things, which makes me upset. So that's why I'm kind of hyped seeing a class as creative as this. Like the general idea is insanely creative, and on top of that, it's got some cool little side perks with some of the weapons. Like this one sets people on fire. They are briefly afflicted with hellfire, whatever is in the circle. Damn, pretty solid. And then we got Curse Binder. Momentarily reduce the contact damage of struck enemies. Most targets will also have their movement speed. So this one's a nice little debuff type of one. Make them do less damage, and on top of that, we can slow them down. Look at that. Went from like full sprint to light jog, maybe a little bit of speed walking. As you can see, bro, there's so many. Like it's kind of insane, and we're not even looking at like the extra bonus content ones. Let's keep it going. This one ignores defense, and the damage is not impeded by lack of sight. I believe these are hard mode ones now, so let's start bringing in some hard mode enemies. Let's bring in juice mod enemies. Deranged mutant killer monster Snowgoon, my favorite enemy. So this one fairly simple. Ignores defense, and you don't really need to see the enemies to do full damage. Nice. Disc of the Ancients. Come on, this one sounds like a Indiana Jones title. The disc is orbited by 2 ancient souls. Yo. And I could just do damage with the soul straight up. I'm telling you, fighting like certain enemies has to be crazy with this. Hold up, let's make it nighttime and let's bring in the destroyer and let's see this baby in action. Oh my god. Okay, it's the destroyer, so he usually takes a lot of damage, but like this has to be so fun. I kind of really want to do a playthrough with this mod because this just seems so fun, bro. Just circling enemies. I like the idea of this. What is the next one though? String Spinner. Slows enemies and also may inflict acid venom. I don't know, can the destroyer even be debuffed by like poison? It's a robot, so I assume not. So we need to bring in an enemy that can. What is a enemy that can? Let's bring in Dr. Flyman. Dr. Flyman, please get hit with some poison. You see the slow? It said critical hits do poison. I just gotta circle my boy. Damn, maybe it's because he's a fly and can't get poisoned. I don't know. Flies are already pretty nasty, so it's kind of understandable. We got the icing disc. I'm assuming this one. No, I thought it was gonna be Frostburn. You just get bonus life regen and movement speed. So if I touch the trail, I get a bonus. Yo, so this kind of adds a little bit more to the gameplay of the class. If I touch my own trail, I get a nice little buff from it. And this one's also insanely fast. We are moving into the hollowed one here. This one has to be charged, or it can be charged. You don't need to charge it, but you can charge it up. And we can do a little bit more damage when it's charged up. Let's bring in a mimic. Hold up, charge that baby up. Yeah, I want to see a mimic deflect this. Go ahead, try. While I wait for him to go into his deflect mode, what's the next one? Razor Edge. Can also damage enemies on contact. So this is one of the ones where you don't really need to even just draw circles, but the circles help. Damn, look how thick the line is on this one. Yeah, this one you could kind of do a little bit of this. It doesn't hit as hard because obviously doing the full shapes make you do more damage, but you could kind of just slap them around. Just slapping my balls on the mimic's face. We got Annihilus, I don't know. It just does extra damage when enemies touch the trail. So kind of got to smear it on his face and then hit him with a nice little circle. This mimic did not want to go into the deflection mode. I don't know if it's because I'm in God mode or what, but maybe he just knows he can't deflect anything. All right, we got the Chlorotech disc. I like the name of that. The damage scales based on how long it took to complete the shape. So if I'm like stupid as hell, does that mean that it will do more damage? Or does it do more damage if I'm fast? Okay, so we saw like 50s, 30s. If I do it super slow, how much damage is that? Damn, I'm having troubles getting the shape to connect. Oh, there was hundreds and 200s. That one actually might be nice. We got the overclock disc. Release the disc to fling it in the direction it was heading. Yo, and it gains damage as it completes shapes. So I could just throw this at people. Literally just dropping the Metroid bombs on people. Hold up, who do we bring in? Let's bring in more ghouls and let me just drop my balls upon their head. This is a blessing, honestly. And then now we hit them with a little bit of circles and then some of that, and then let me just throw one at terminal velocity. Look at that. Oh my god. Next up is the overgrowth. This one is fairly basic, nothing too crazy. Tortured soul. I'm about to torture his ass some more with these circles. Supercharger. So this one can be charged and gains more damage by performing consecutive charges. Wait, hold up. What do they mean by that? So I could just hold it down for like super long. This has to do crazy damage. Hold up. Charge that baby up. 140. Not as good as the chlorophyte one, but you can double charge that baby up. We got the aura tracer. Creates a spectral clone when released. The clone will draw circles around the point at which it was created. What? Yo, auto circle creator. This is kind of sick. Hold up, let me bring in the golem, and then I'm gonna just put circles on his head top, and I don't even gotta do anything. That one's gonna draw circles while I draw squares. Oh yeah, he getting hit by the squares in the circle. Geometry never did so much damage. You know what, fuck it, I'm hitting him with what I know best: the ball sack and the shaft. Next up, we got Maelstrom. This looks like the Duke Fishron one. And this one is surrounded by shredding typhoons, which do a little bit more damage is what it looks like. So I can just, you know, leave my mouse on the enemies. And then on top of that, you know, hit them with a little combo. I like this one. Any one where it just does damage by leaving my mouse on enemies, kind of good. We got Pagan's Ritual. Completing shapes generates a damaging pentagram. Binding of Isaac. What's that item called? Sacred Ash? The little like black ash you leave on the floor. So any shape we make makes a pentagram. Look at that. Damn, that's a perfect star. Hold on, let me try. Ooh. Me drawing a star creates more stars. Oh, I'm fucking up. These are not stars. Let's keep it going though. We are on this one right here. Solar Cell Disc. Fires lasers at nearby enemies. Recently circled foes take damage, extra damage from the lasers. So this is the tier of the Golem. So the more shapes that we draw, the more lasers shoot out. And then we got the Guardian Disc. Completing shapes generates a damaging sign. I don't know what they mean by Guardian. I thought it was gonna give me like defense, not more automatic shapes. Some interesting shapes that they're drawing. I'm waiting for one of them to be a PP. They ain't got no PP, automatic PP shapes. We got the Tree Lighter. Leaves a wake of damaging colorful lights along its trail. So this is one of the ones where the trail does a lot more damage, and you can kind of just smear it all over their face, or you could draw your regular shapes and circles. What's a crazy shape? Let me draw like a trapezoid or something. Collision Course. Circles enemies with the disc trails to damage them. Explodes on contact. So I could just do this. Oh my god. This might be the best one. This might be the best one yet. I could literally just blow enemies up. Geocentrism. That sounds like a type of racism or some sort of political thing you're not supposed to talk about. Game Raiders, what's your opinion on geocentrism? This does damage to enemies. It does extra damage to enemies not touching the trail. And the ones that do touch the trail are ignited. So look at that. Burnt his ass up. But if I don't touch him with the trail, it does a lot more damage. That'd be like 300 almost. And then if I touch him with the trail, it's like 100 something. Completing a shape creates a clone disc that retraces the shape. Yo. So if I draw a circle, it also draws a circle. Okay, if I draw a square, yo, you know what that means, y'all. Y'all know what that means. Hey, where's it going? Come on now. Let me draw my shape, bro. It doesn't want me to draw this shape. Okay. Boom. Oh my god, I'm fucking up. That is not. Come on. Look, it goes away after a while. Did you notice that? Okay, here we go. Boom. Boom. Stop going away. I'm trying. They don't want me to draw it. They know what I'm trying to draw. We got Constellation, leaves a wake of stars along its trail, so kind of similar to the other one. Event Horizon pulls circled enemies towards the center of the completed shape. Hold up. Get bro up out of here. So this one literally like sucks enemies in. Let's bring in tumblers and draw a circle around them. That was a terrible enemy to choose. Bloody Mummy. Go ahead. What the hell? The sharks. Go ahead. Is that pulling them around? I can't tell, bro. I'm choosing the worst enemies. And then we got the last two that aren't a part of the add-ons, or one of these might be a part of the add-ons. Orbital Striker. I expect this to be crazy. Circled enemies have a lunar flare dropped on them. Come on, you call it Orbital Striker and it's just a lunar flare? Oh shoot, I don't even gotta do anything. This is one of those automated ones. Good. I like that actually. Less work for me. So if I bring in like Plantera, I could literally just sit here. And then last but not least, we got the Stylus. This one can be charged and you gain more damage on performing consecutive charges. So this one's kind of similar to that one we saw earlier. Now we move on to the big boys here. Umbrell Cyclone. So this one I think is just, you know, the night version of it. Every Terraria class has to have the night versions of a weapon. Oh, look at that. It does a little extra though. We got a true hollowed one. This one can be charged and it does more damage the more you charge it up. Of course. The usual charge type ones. Boom. And then has the little extra spark with it too. And I'm assuming this one also very similar. This one does trail damage though, which I think I actually really enjoy the trail damage. That might be my favorite thing from this mod. And then we get Disc of the Worthy. Hold up, for the worthy? To be used by those who are worthy. Circle the enemies with the disc. What does it do? Inflicts enemies with a variety of debuffs. There you go. So I can hit them with a bunch of stuff. Look at that. I think one of them's poison. One of them's confused. They got set on fire. Not bad. We got the Terra Disc. This one does trail damage. It discharges energy beams at recently damaged enemies. And it can also be charged. A lot of them seem to have that charge thing, which I don't know how much I mess with the charge thing, but this one's pretty cool because it does have that little extra with the little laser shooting out of the shapes. We got Light Show. This one I expect to, you know, imitate its name. Let's just look at it. Okay, it's got all the colors. I wouldn't say Light Show though. It can be charged and it shoots prismatic bolts at enemies. Okay, come on, show me a Light Show. Man, I don't know, this ain't really a Light Show. I was expecting something crazy. Lunar Disc. This will periodically change the color, and then depending on the color, it does something different. So depending on one color, enemies take more damage from the trail. Depending on the other color, enemies take less damage from the trail, but take more damage from the shapes. Okay, a little interesting. And then we got our Zenith, Vertexus. This is our Zenith of the Capture Disc class. Circle enemies with the disc trail. Why do I always read that? Completing a shape creates extra discs that fly along Vertexus. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Oh, so all the other discs. Yo, that's, oh my god, that's clean. That is actually clean. Let's bring in the Golem again. I know I hate the Golem's metallic noises, but look at this. Literally taking all previous discs and we are now tracing with them. Let me make a gigantic shape. That's something I actually wonder about. Does the size of the shape matter? The size of the shape matters a little bit. I don't know. But this is my favorite one, easily. And of course, it's the Zenith one. I believe now we are kind of on like the super omega crazy ones here. These sort of post Moonlord ones, literally called Capture Disc post-game add-on. I like that. I really like that they have a mod like that. Very considerate for people that want to do custom classes and like giant mod packs with post Moonlord content. But we got the True Ranger Disc. This one can also be charged and it does more damage if you complete shapes with it. Can further gain more damage by performing consecutive charges. I don't know what that means. Does that just mean this? Like literally just sitting here holding left click? So this one is like a little bit of multiple previous ones we've seen put together. Not just with the charging, but look at that. There's shapes that are being drawn. I like that. Great damage. Worthiest Disc. This one inflicts a lot of debuffs. Deals extra damage for each debuff the target has. Ooh. And then if we touch the trail, us ourselves get some buffs. Yo, not bad at all. We can kind of just like spam buffs on ourselves while killing the boss. Synergizer. Completing a shape deploys a second disc that retraces the shape. Is it actually gonna retrace it? If I draw some balls, is it gonna retrace it? Bro, it does it so quick. It's like they know exactly what I want to do every time. It knows exactly what I want to do every time, so it tries to get out of here before I can draw the wee. Star System channels 4 discs that rapidly orbit your cursor. Oh my god, this is Terraria playing itself. You know I'm a big fan of Summoner, So anytime where Terraria can play itself, I love it. Last 3, this one does 1,000 damage. This one kind of has a combination of a bunch of previous ones, but when we release it, the disc chases down nearby enemies and explodes. So boom, we complete a shape, or was it when I let go? Yeah, when you let go, it chases down an enemy. And then the damage depends on how many shapes you drew around that enemy. So if I draw a bunch and then I let go, oh my god, 5,000. That's actually crazy. The last 2, we got Stellar Opus and Genesis Storm. This one kind of basic, it doesn't really say anything. So maybe this is just like the default one, but like the best tier of the default one. That's what it looks like. Oh my god, that damage was just beautiful. And then Genesis Storm, as you can see, there's so much. This is literally the actual Zenith, literally the peak, not the other Zenith we saw earlier. This is the real Zenith. This thing looks like a Pokeball. How many times can I charge it? Hold on, does it just charge infinitely? It might charge infinitely. Let's bring in the Moon Lord and let's fight my guy down here. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Ooh, I see like projectiles shooting when I complete some shapes. Oh my god, we are beating the Moon Lord's ass. This is post Moon Lord, I'm assuming. So I really wonder what type of post Moon Lord bosses we could defeat with this. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm beating him up. I can also hit him with the little swipes. Hold up. Let's go to the surface real quick. We're gonna go to the desert and we're gonna fight a post Moon Lord boss from the Calamity mod. Jumbo Cactuar. Look at his health. 300,000. Now let me beat his ass. Oh yeah, look at that. Drawing my boy up. Not bad damage. This definitely can be used in something with like Calamity, Thorium. What other mods have post Moon Lord? Damn near all of them, don't they? Spirit mod, mod redemption. But that is all the weapons from the mod. They were all very, very solid. Well, majority of them were very, very solid. There were some here and there where it's a little bit like, it's okay, but a lot of these were very good. Real quickly, this thing right here gives you a little buff. Look at that, a little extra damage, a little extra trail length too, so I can fully sketch out the wee. Now let's quickly just breeze over the accessories. As we can see, look at this, we got a decent amount of accessories. There's even more than this, but these were the main ones. They have a bunch where you could like change the color, so if you want to change and have a specific color, boom. And then obviously they just got ones that do more damage depending on how long it takes to complete the shapes. There's like multipliers and stuff. So imagine some of these multipliers with the disc themselves. Kind of insane. And then on top of that, there's also the post Moon Lord ones, which probably make you do 8 million damage. And then we got the sick armor sets. The armor sets look sick. This one's a little it's the first set though. And then you got that alloy one. It's like a ninja set with like gems decked out. This one looks cool, ancient one. And then you got this one, gives you goggles. Any Terraria armor set that gives you goggles looks sick. Obviously we got like a Luminite one, we got a superhero one, Guardian, we got this one, another cool looking gem one. Oh, Celestial actually. And then we got this one, which I believe is the strongest, the Genisteel one. I want to see the set bonus from this. I also want to put it on because it looks sick. Look at that. Might be one of the coolest armor sets from like a custom class. What is the set bonus? They get Genesis Charge, which grants a bunch of more damage, life regen, and does armor pen. So let me just, you know, do a little something here, okay? Let's get our strongest one, Genesis Storm. Look how much more damage it does, 2.5k. And then let's grab all these accessories and let's put them all on. Okay, some of these I can't wear together. So let's pull up on one of the strongest bosses that we have here, and that is probably Gilgamesh. Yeah, he's got 280,000, not as much as Cactuar. Hold up. Oh, there you go, 400,000. And let's just start tracing my boy. Let's just start hitting these beautiful circles on him. Maybe smear his face with the ball and hit some more shapes on my boy. He's monologuing while I'm beating his ass. Solid damage though, as we can see the DPS. Like, look how much it changes. I could also just not even hit the dude. Like, I could literally just hover around and it'll just shoot projectiles off. I like how the credits are still going. Yeah, this is a cool class. Oh my god, 20,000. It's a sick class. It's a dope idea. I kind of want to do a playthrough of it. What y'all thinking? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. We trying to see a playthrough of this on stream. But yeah, shout out to the people who made the mod. I believe the people that made this mod are also the ones in charge of the Arsenal mod, which is a really good weapons mod that I should check out eventually. It's just too many weapons though, so it'd be kind of hard to check out. But yeah, the add-ons are sick, the armors are sick, everything about this is sick. So I am hyped to see what people do with it. For example, drawing ball sacks like me. This is for sure gonna be the thumbnail. I gotta find one that I could just draw a nice shaft with, and then that's gonna be the thumbnail. Look at this. Oh yeah. Yeah, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to turn on the notification bell, subscribe, and hit the like button to see future videos. Also, make sure to check out the second channel, Game Raiders Live, where I'll be posting all my Twitch streams that you miss on there. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next time.